Hi, Katie.
Hi, Rosebud.
I love you.
I love you too.
How are you today?
I'm great.
Good.
Gosh, it's a beautiful day.
Good. That's great. Okay,
Okay.
let's go for it.
Okay.
Okay, so Katie, thank you for doing this testimonial for me today. I really appreciate it. You're the light of my life, and you're also my big sister.
It's true.
And yeah, and you've been my creative gatekeeper
I like
for
that.
my entire life, and you've helped me become a very creative person because when I was little, you used to you basically made me believe in the tooth fairy till I was about 15. Um, because you would make my whole childhood this like magical fairyland treasure. I mean, it was amazing. You would write notes from the tooth fairies, and you would paint little glittery footprints on the carpet leading up to my bed, and I just believed in magic. I still believe in magic. And you would read me all of the books with all of the voices, and you've helped me become a person who's really good at voices as well.
Yeah. It's in
So
our genes.
whenever people compliment me on how creative or fabulous I am or how much I don't give a fuck, I always tell them that it's because of you. Because you're 9 years older than me. So when I was really little, you were already this like amazing, creative, wonderful teenager that was just so colorful and so weird in the best way. And so thank you for helping me become that person.
I said weird is the best way.
Yeah, I agree. So anyway, so what I'd like you to share today is any kind of story or experience that you've had with me that has helped you transform or has helped you give less fucks, or both.
All right. I have one in mind.
Okay.
Um, it's um, okay. Although we have many years of experiences together, like millions of experiences together, the one that I'm thinking of is um, when it was just a year or two after my divorce, and um, you came over and to visit, and you said, "All right, we're going to do yoga." And I was like, "Okay, all right, yeah, we'll do yoga. Good. I should be doing yoga. Let's do yoga." And we went to do yoga, and it was fun, and I was learning how to do the moves a lot better. And when I'm around you, I don't really care what I look like. I just can focus on how I'm feeling. Not like I care a lot what I look like anyway, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so we were going through the moves, and then at one point, um, I couldn't do a move that I really thought I should have been able to. I should have been totally fine with it, and my leg that I had broken the year before, and also the year before that, because I'm graceful. Um, it just my leg just gave out. It just didn't. It was like, no, we're all done now, and I was so angry that I cried, and I was just really worked up about way more worked up than I thought I should have been, which made me more angry because I was embarrassed, and because I like to be strong for my sister or some other such nonsense, and you instructed me to lay down, and you led me through sort of some meditation and some focus, but not just that. Then we went in deeper, and um, through the journey of that meditation, I came to see that I was not just hating my leg for breaking and betraying me and being weak, which really that just applies to myself, I guess. Um, but I also had all of this hurt and betrayal towards my body for the miscarriage that I had had a few years before that, and so I just had a lot of hatred and hurt towards my body, and I don't remember specifically what we said or what you said during the meditation, but it flipped my whole understanding of myself on its head. It just turned it completely around. And I think part of the fear and the anger towards my body was that I don't want to appear weak, and I can't appear weak. I'm a single mom, and I've got to get shit done, and I can't look like an invalid, and I can't look like I care if I'm an invalid, and I know that's ridiculous, but that's just kind of, I felt like I had a lot of pressure on me to do all of the things all of the time, and just,
Sounds really familiar, actually.
yeah.
I think a
We're
lot,
related, aren't we? A little bit related.
yeah, I think a
You
lot
know,
of people can relate to that too.
yeah, and and instead of looking out at this, I kind of turned in and I saw how, if I hadn't, I think that breaking my leg giving out like that was a way of telling me I needed to change my life. I needed to change my direction. And I didn't listen the first time I broke my leg. And so the second time I broke my leg, I broke it really bad. And it wasn't, a weakness. It was almost my body, almost my soul redirecting my path in life. And my miscarriage, which I had only ever seen as just, oh, I killed my own baby. Great. Which is the lightest possible way to explain how I feel about that. As anyone who's had a miscarriage can tell you. I feel like that was sort of prepping my body, preparing it to receive the amazing little creature that is Sammy. And and it wasn't just prepping me physically; it was prepping me spiritually. And all of that just rang so true in my soul that all of the other concerns that I gave a fuck about weren't just evaporated as if they had never
Mm,
been there.
mm,
And I realized I had been looking at things all the wrong way, and
mm,
I just didn't all the it wasn't even important. It wasn't even worth thinking about
mm,
all the rest of it. And so now, and that just like changed everything about the way I move my body, about the way I live my life
mm,
when I'm focused. And so when I get frustrated with myself for being tired or being weak, I take a couple deep breaths and I remember to be patient with myself because I love myself. I love my
mm-hmm.
body. My body is more intuitive than I am. And if that's not a redundant statement. And I really, it changed everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you so much for sharing that. So, um, yeah, that's really powerful. So since then, that was about 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, we did that.
Yeah, I think.
Yes, something like that. Um, so since then, you would say that your journey has progressed, and you've been able to continue giving less fucks about things like that in life. You've been able to be free of whatever that like guilt or shame that you were carrying around your injuries and around your
Yeah.
miscarriage was.
I think I always, my whole life, I've always kind of had this attitude of like, I don't care what anybody thinks.
Oh, hold on, you're frozen. You were saying earlier that your whole life you've kind of said like I don't give a shit what anybody thinks of me. That's where you
Yeah.
left off.
Yeah. I don't, I don't give a shit about what anybody else thinks of me, generally speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I care what you think. But it was myself that I was having trouble with. I was giving way too many fucks about this imaginary standard that I had built for myself that could not have. weaknesses, and because I
Mm-hmm.
was thinking of a weakness as a, I was thinking of it as a negative thing instead of a balance,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Um, and and then so I would be impatient with myself and angry at myself, and just have these huge expectations that didn't really make a whole lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then after that experience, I just didn't. I just felt totally differently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's great.
I gave zero fucks.
Cool. Um, well, thank you for sharing your video testimonial today. Um, that was that was really powerful. I'm really excited to have that be the first video we put up on the website.